All right, we're having a run of really pretty days, and because of that, I got out here early this morning and cut off. I had 30 something ewes in the pen gorging on alfalfa with single lambs and full bags, and so I got out here this morning and I cut all of those guys out. Lambs had to be at least 7 days old. That's my new protocol. They're going in the pen for 7 days. If you can go 7 days with them, their survival rate goes way up. So they've been in 7 days and they're a single. Mama's in good shape. They're out. So now what I got left is ewe lambs, a few ewe lambs in there, some older ewes, ewes with twins. All of those, anything that needed a little help is getting it. They're staying in. And now this afternoon I built a DIY creep feeder for these outside lambs, so I can kind of get them going and get them on feed, because I'm going to wean about 60 days, and that's only about 30 days away, 30 to 40 days. I'm halfway through it anyway, whatever the math is, you know. So I'm getting rigged up for that. I'm going to set that up today and put a little feed out. We're going to bring the ewes, these outside ewes, in close and feed them where the lambs can kind of see that and get used to it being there. It's pretty simple, so we'll see how it goes. I'll show you the final setup in a little bit. I got it all unloaded. Now I got to go find some T-posts. I've always got some building materials scattered out somewhere. So hopefully I got one. I'm gonna look around over here by this plow. There it is. Got it. I had an old lambing pen. It was a night pen is what it was. Anyway, it was a hot wire night pen, 3-wire, and I thought that would be a great idea last year so I could watch these ewes, and if they lambed, then I could stick them in the lot, you know. But it kind of gave me a place to hem them up so I could check them in the morning without actually, you know, really pinning them up and doing much. Didn't work out because they would lamb in there at night in a 3-wire fence. They would stay behind, but a lamb would be born. You would lay there with, especially with a set of twins, lamb's born, first one gets up, walks off under the fence, and he's dead. He just, the cold or whatever, just exposure. And she's got one lamb, so she couldn't get to that separate lamb. I mean, that's that first lamb that was born. So he died of exposure. So that didn't work, so I quit using that pen when I'm lambing. So I'm taking it down. So FYI, put that in the list of probably useless facts you get from this vlog. So anyway, I'm gonna finish setting this pen up. But that's where I found the T-post, long story short. Y'all looking for a handout? I know you. All right. I'll feed it. All right, I got this set up almost. Got my T-post in. It's like a 10 by 20 kind of. Anyway, this is a. Everything I do is an experiment and it's DIY. This panel, I built it when I had a bad tumbleweed problem. I was going to put it on the front of my, attach it to the front of my rhino to pile up some of those tumbleweeds. Anyway, I ended up not doing that. I ended up burning them. But anyway, so I had this panel attached to it, so I tried this. I'm gonna have to fill that in. That's a little bit big. I'll have some smaller ewes getting in there. So anyway, but I tried that, thought about that. But then I finally came up with this. I need about a 6-inch opening. That's about what that is. But all I did was cut here and here in the bottom, and I just took a pair of pump pliers and a rod and twisted and just opened it up. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got plenty of openings. Like 6, 7, 8 openings. So I got all those. They can come and go as they need to. And so that'll work pretty well. Then here's my feeder. All I did was measured up 3 inches from the bottom. And then I measured, then I took that's like a 3.5, 4 inch opening. I mean width. And I just took basically one of those. I needed some kind of a jig, so what I used was a calf of a milk bottle, replacement for calves, a milk replacement bottle, nursing bottle, I don't have any calves. So anyway, and I just kind of cut those open, folded them in. They got some play to them. I'm gonna bend them up a little bit. I may have to cut some of them off, but anyway, it's DIY. It's cheapo. I got about 80 or 100 of these. Well, they're all are protein, cattle protein tubs that some of my buddies give to me occasionally. Anyway, I'm gonna do is set that up like so. Put some feed in it, and I'm not gonna put a lot because I'm just gonna kind of get them going. And it doesn't rain here, so if it does, I just won't fill it up. But this is just my experiment. That black tub, I'm just gonna put in there just to keep them out of it. And they should be able to stick their heads in there and get some groceries and get on feed. So I'm about done here. I'm fixing to wire this panel up, put some feed in it, wire this panel up, and bring these ewes right over here and feed them and see if I can get some of those lambs to crawl through there and try it out. We'll see. Anyway, that's the El Cheapo finished model. It's probably got 20 pounds of feed in it. They'll rake some out, but I'll work on that. Those are free, man, so I need to figure out how to use some of those things. I'm gonna throw a little bit of alfalfa in there as well. Because those lambs that I just turned out today, they're used to eating that alfalfa. They will come running. But right now I'm fixing to feed these, get all those ewes over there, and I'm gonna feed them right here between here and the truck and down this alley. This is how you speak their language. Come on, girls. Come on, girl! I can't video and do all this, so just wait up. Come on, girls! Don't get on my toes. Got my tennis shoes on today. Don't get on my toes. All right, I got to get this turned off and get the feed. Got a sack of feed. Look at that. I got several still on there. Tells me my nutrition, my energy and protein, and what they're getting on pasture with the mixed 30, the cotton burrs, and then their filler on this hay grazer and milo stubble. Tells me I'm not too far off the target. Come on, girls. They don't seem to be starving, acting like they're starving. These older ewes, they're kind of different. I mean, they do crap just because they think somebody else is getting something. They're a little bit more competitive. Just let it out there. Look at that. Go ahead, Fuzz. Just drop it right there. All right, now I've got to, I didn't get anybody to bite on my new feeder yet, but it's sitting there, it's ready to go. They'll find it. Everybody's hanging around this part of around the pen, so they're gonna find it. But now I've got to back up here and load my water tank, because I've got to haul a load of water. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby. All right. This year's lambing is a lot better than last year. These are older ewes for the most part. About half of them are older, 5-year-olds. The rest of them are yearlings to twos. But it's going a lot better. I'm sitting at 150% right now. Death loss has been a little bit shaky, and I don't know why. I'm lambing at 150, but I'm sitting at 125, which is kind of on the average. Got a lot of singles. When they first started, I was having lots of twins, but now they've backed off. I'm still getting some, but it's not as many as I would like. But it's over 100, and I'll do it again in 8 months. My operation is set up on quarterly payments, and I need about 40 lambs for each round, and I'm sitting there already, and I've got. I mean, I don't have just a small portion of these ewes lambed out, so I'm sitting pretty for my next payment in February. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to lamb year round, but I also want to, when they do, I want as tight a group as I can get, and do it about 4 times a year. The way it's staggered through there, and probably, I say that, but I really want to do all my marketing from November through. I really want to sell everything I can from November to March. It just kind of falls off. That Easter deal is not all that great. Sometimes it is, but usually everybody's trying to hit that market. But I'm really trying to get my deal hit the top of the market with several groups. I don't want to sell them all at once, but. And in the summer, I'm going to have a load in the summer always. But you know, those lambs I'll either hold those through till, if I have enough grass, I'll hold those over till November-ish, as long as they don't get past 80 pounds. Anything that I think will get past 80 pounds by November will be, they'll get shipped as a 50-pounder, probably in June or July at the latest. Anyway, I just got to time it, because I don't want to give these things away. If I got the forage, I'll keep them, but I got to make the payment. That's all I'm really interested in at this point. Well, I got my water hauled. It'll be filling up in the trough over there. Everybody's content. I don't know where y'all are tonight. This video does not do any of this justice, but I'm gonna try to get over here. Y'all hear that? There's nothing. Dead quiet. Sheep aren't hardly bawling. Every once in a while the guard dog barks at me. But I mean, it is absolutely peaceful. Anyway, well, I'm fixing to unhook and go to the house. Get in my easy chair, do something, wash dishes or something. But anyway, check y'all later.